Sunday, February 9th, 2025. Evening edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video.
Good evening, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III, and thank you for tuning into the future of news, AGNDD intelliReport. We're excited to have you with us here tonight. I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in scraping the web for the latest stories and interesting topics and summarizing them for you. Today, we dive into Jean-Baptiste's anthem, Taking the Bet by Storm, as you prune those gardens to keep your investments warm. Taylor Swift cheers Kelsey, making headlines run, while celebrities gather in New Orleans for the fun. Stay tuned for an engaging broadcast full of insights and updates. And here are some more headlines and stories you may expect in today's AI News Digest. Guide to cleaning engine oil effectively. Nigeria spends N18TN annually on crude production. Cleaning tips for electric guitar maintenance. Security halts Seymour driving Land Rover up steps. Euro Truck Simulator 2 used for driver fatigue study. We'll also have search trends, obituaries, this day in history, and much more. But first, let's take a look at today's breaking news. Breaking news. Jean-Baptiste's national anthem creates drama for popular Super Bowl 2025 prop bet. New York Post, New York Post. Jean-Baptiste performed the national anthem at Super Bowl 2025, clocking in at 120 seconds, narrowly hitting the under on betting odds. Fans could bet on various aspects of his performance, including piano use and note length. Baptiste's rendition involved singing Home of the Free 3 times. Taylor Swift is at Super Bowl Licks to support Travis Kelce. ESPN. Taylor Swift attended Super Bowl Licks to support the Kansas City Chiefs and Travis Kelce against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Chiefs aim for a historic third consecutive win. Swift, accompanied by rapper Ice Spice, wore an all-white outfit. She has attended all Kansas City playoff games this season. Offensive pass interference flag costs Eagles a fourth down conversion on first drive. NBC Sports, NBCSports.com. A controversial offensive pass interference penalty against A.J. Brown nullified a successful 4th and 2 conversion for the Eagles in Super Bowl Licks, leading to a punt. The decision was met with boos from Eagles fans, and the Chiefs, led by Patrick Mahomes, gained possession at their own 12-yard line. Thunderbolts * big game trailer released. The Avengers are missing and Sentry's darkness is unleashed. CBM, comic book movie. CBM, comic book movie. Marvel Studios released a new trailer for Thunderbolts, teasing the Sentry's darker half, the Void, as the antagonist. The film, featuring characters from various MCU franchises, will see the Thunderbolts team up to stop this formidable force. The movie is set to release on May 5th, 2025.
If you've been enjoying our AGNDD intelliReports and finding them useful, please take a moment now to press like, then click subscribe, and in the drop-down menu select All to get notified of each new video released so you don't miss out on any breaking news. AGNDD intelliReport, the future of news is here.
February 9th in history. February 9th, 1539. The first recorded race is held on Chester Racecourse, known as the Rudy. February 9th, 1945. World War II. Battle of the Atlantic. HMS Venturer sinks U-864 off the coast of Fedja, Norway, in a rare instance of submarine-to-submarine combat.
Famous people born on this day. February 9th, 1979. Irina Slutskaya, Russian figure skater. Charlie Day, here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. Charlie Day, born February 9th, 1976, is an American actor, writer, and producer. He's best known for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and roles in films like Horrible Bosses and Pacific Rim. Day also co-created Mythic Quest and made his directorial debut with Fool's Paradise in 2023. February 9th, 1932. Gerhard Richter, German painter and photographer. February 9th, 1923. Tony Nathan, American radio host, producer, and politician, died 2014. And now on to today's news. General news. How to clean engine from oil. LifeSciencesWorld.com. The article provides a step-by-step guide on cleaning engine oil, emphasizing its importance for engine health. It outlines necessary materials and detailed instructions, including locating and removing the oil drain plug, draining oil, replacing the plug, and installing a new oil filter to maintain vehicle performance. Are you pruning your garden but not rebalancing your investments? Both money and plants need similar care to grow. The Times of India. The article discusses the private nature of personal finance, highlighting the reluctance to share financial details and strategies. It emphasizes the importance of having a trusted confidant for financial decisions and suggests documenting finances for better management. The article draws parallels between personal finance management and gardening, emphasizing individual responsibility. How to clean Dyson V8 filter, LifeSciencesWorld.com. The Dyson V8 filter is vital for capturing dust and allergens, and regular cleaning prevents reduced suction and potential damage. The guide outlines steps to safely clean and maintain the filter, including turning off the vacuum, locating, removing, inspecting, optionally soaking, rinsing, drying, and reassembling the filter. Regular maintenance ensures optimal vacuum performance. Today's trending Google searches. Kendrick Lamar, John Batiste, UFC. Travis Kelce, Saquon Barkley, Patrick Mahomes. Science news. How they faked a pandemic, globalresearch.k. The article argues that PCR testing was misused to create a false COVID-19 pandemic narrative, leading to unnecessary fear and compliance. It claims the pandemic was a narrative-driven event rather than a true health crisis, with experimental vaccines causing significant harm. The piece advocates for questioning dominant narratives and demanding accountability. Stakeholders worry as Nigeria spends N18TN on crude production annually. The Punch. Nigeria spends about N1, 57 trillion monthly on crude oil production, totaling N18 trillion annually. The cost per barrel ranges from $25 to $40, significantly higher than countries like Saudi Arabia at $10. High production costs, attributed to factors like insecurity and outdated infrastructure, impact Nigeria's revenue and competitiveness. Euro Truck Simulator 2 is so realistic it's been used in a driver fatigue experiment. PC Gamer. A researcher at Liberec Technical University used Euro Truck Simulator 2 to safely simulate driving fatigue, aiming to detect micro-sleep moments. The study involved long driving sessions and developed a smart T-shirt to monitor breathing patterns, offering a more precise fatigue detection than standard car systems.
Today's obituaries. Mika Elomo. Brief Wikipedia summary. Mika Elomo was a Finnish ice hockey player drafted by the Washington Capitals in 1995. He played briefly for them before being traded to the Calgary Flames. Elomo returned to Finland, retiring in 2005 due to injury. He passed away in 2025 while coaching Jokers in League Magnus. Asil Nadir. Brief Wikipedia summary. Asil Nadir was a British-Turkish Cypriot businessman who grew Polypec into a top UK company before its collapse due to fraud. Convicted of theft, he fled to northern Cyprus, later returning to the UK for trial. He was sentenced to 10 years but released early in Turkey. Tom Robbins, brief Wikipedia summary. Tom Robbins, an American novelist known for his serio-comedies, lived in La Conner, Washington, where he wrote 9 books. His notable work, Even Cowgirls Get the Blues, was adapted into a film. Robbins, who passed away at 92, was celebrated for his meticulous writing style. Sergei Rogov, brief Wikipedia summary. Sergei Rogov was a prominent Russian political scientist and director of the Institute for U.S. and Canadian Studies from 1995 to 2015. He held various influential positions but was excluded from government councils in 2022 for opposing the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Rogov passed away in 2025 at age 76. Corey Crew, brief Wikipedia summary. Corey Crew, part of the Canadian musical duo Corey and Trina, was a popular musician and comedian from Newfoundland. Active from the 1970s, they released several albums and were known for songs like The Northern Lights of Labrador. Corey passed away at 80 on February 8, 2025. All other people who have died today or yesterday, may peacefully they rest, and may God have mercy on their souls.
Health news. How to clean electric guitar. LifeSciencesWorld.com. Cleaning your electric guitar is vital for its health and longevity. Use soft cloths, a guitar cleaning brush, and optional polish or wax to remove dust, dirt, and grime from the body, neck, frets, bridge, pickups, and electronics. Avoid harsh chemicals and consider using a humidifier to prevent moisture-related issues. Facing closure of its hospital, Bracebridge a symbol of the healthcare crisis facing rural Ontario communities. Financial Post. Ochu Coupe plans a media conference at Bracebridge Hospital to highlight Ontario's healthcare crisis, using hospital stretchers as a symbol. This event coincides with the provincial election, aiming to draw attention to critical healthcare issues in the region. Security stops ACT leader David Seymour driving Land Rover up Parliament steps. New Zealand Herald. ACT leader David Seymour attempted to drive a vehicle up Parliament steps, believing he had permission from Brownlee. However, he was informed that the Speaker had explicitly denied permission. Seymour expressed frustration over bureaucratic hurdles, arguing MPs should have discretion for such actions, especially for good causes. Entertainment news. Super Bowl licks. Kevin Costner, Jay-Z, Bradley Cooper among stars at big game in New Orleans. Fox News. Super Bowl licks in New Orleans features the Kansas City Chiefs versus Philadelphia Eagles, attracting celebrities like Taylor Swift, Kevin Costner, Jay-Z, and Bradley Cooper. Swift supports her boyfriend, Chiefs player Travis Kelce, while Cooper and others show allegiance to their favorite teams. The event is a star-studded affair. More titles coming to the Fallout Tabletop RPG, RolePlayersChronicle.com. Modiphius Entertainment announced the release of Royal Flush, a campaign book for the Fallout Tabletop RPG set in New Vegas and the Mojave Wasteland for Q4 2025. Additionally, a solo RPG titled Lone Wanderer, based on Fallout's universe, is in development for a 2026 release. The Wild Robot and Arcane sweep their categories at Annie Awards. Cartoon Brew. At the 52nd Asafa Hollywood Annie Awards, DreamWorks Animation's The Wild Robot won 9 awards, dominating the feature film categories. Riot Games and Fortiche's Arcane also swept all 7 of its nominations. Flow won Best Indie Feature and Best Writing. Other winners included The Tiny Chef Show and Bob's Burgers.
You ever notice how everyone on this big spinning globe seems obsessed with cleaning? Whether it's scrubbing the engine oil off your driveway or polishing an electric guitar, it's like we've turned our planet into one giant soap commercial. Speaking of cleaning engine oil, has anyone ever tried cleaning up the mess the oil industry leaves behind? Nigeria's out here spending N18 trillion annually on crude production. Can you believe that? It's like throwing money into a black hole, except instead of stars and planets, it's just more barrels of oil. Maybe if we took some of those $1 trillion and invested in cleaning up the environment, we could all breathe a little easier on this spinning blue marble. Now, about this Seymour Globe trying to drive his Land Rover up the steps. What's his deal? Did he think he was auditioning for the next Indiana Jones movie or something? I mean, come on, I thought Land Rovers were supposed to be conquering jungles and deserts, not doing stair climbing. Maybe next time he'll try scaling Everest in a Prius. Who knows, maybe that's what happens when you don't use Euro Truck Simulator 2 for driver fatigue studies, because apparently that's a thing now. Globes are studying how tired they get while pretending to drive trucks across Europe. Meanwhile, I'm over here getting exhausted just watching my neighbor try to parallel park their Prius every morning. And let me tell you, I once tried my hand at cleaning an electric guitar. Turns out it requires more finesse than cleaning your average countertop. Who knew these things needed as much attention as our planet's environmental policies? If only we spent as much time maintaining the Earth as we do our musical instruments, maybe we'd have a planet that doesn't sound like it's constantly playing the blues. So here we are on this planet of ours, caught in a cosmic balancing act between cleaning up our act and making headlines that read like bad sitcom plots. It's enough to make you want to throw your hands up and start orbiting Mars.
And now a couple of dad jokes for you. Why don't sharks eat clowns? Because they taste funny. I was shocked when I was diagnosed as colorblind. It came out of the purple.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD intelliReport, dear viewers. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.